Welcome back to Black X Wolf Entertainment. Today, our journey through ancient Japan continues with Chapter 4 of, in this episode, Ambush of the Mountain Bandits. Our Ronin faces a deadly trap in the depths of a bamboo forest. But the blade's curse is no secret. Others hunger for its power. Will our Ronin survive this ambush, or will he fall victim to the greed of others? Let's find out. The bamboo forest stood tall and silent, its towering stalks swaying gently in the wind. The rustling of the leaves was the only sound, a soft whisper carried on the breeze. The Ronin's eyes were sharp, scanning his surroundings as he moved forward, each step careful and deliberate. Days had passed since he left the shrine, and the warning etched into its stone tablet haunted his thoughts. But there was no turning back now. Kinkatana Mountain loomed ahead, and somewhere within its shadows lay the Blade of Gold. The thought of the blade's power still stirred an uneasy feeling deep within him, but his resolve was ironclad. Yet, there was another truth he could not ignore. He was not the only one seeking the blade.
Many have heard the legend. They'll kill for the chance to possess it. I must stay vigilant.
The Ronin pressed forward, his hand resting on the hilt of his sword as he navigated the dense bamboo forest. His instincts, honed through years of battle, began to tingle with unease. There was something wrong, something off about the stillness around him. Suddenly, a faint sound broke the silence, a rustle too heavy to be the wind. The Ronin paused, his grip tightening on his sword, eyes narrowing.
They're close.
He barely had time to react when a sudden flash of movement came from the shadows. A figure lunged toward him with a gleaming blade, aiming for his throat. With lightning speed, the Ronin unsheathed his katana, blocking the attack and pushing his assailant back. Mountain Bandits. The Ronin had heard of them, the scourge of travelers on these dangerous paths. But these men were no ordinary thieves. Their eyes gleamed with a desperate hunger, their faces twisted with greed. They wanted the Blade of Gold. They believed the Ronin had already found it. The first bandit snarled and charged again, his movements wild and untrained. The Ronin sidestepped easily, delivering a swift strike to his side. The bandit let out a cry of pain, collapsing to the ground, but the fight was far from over. From the shadows of the bamboo forest, more figures emerged, 5 in total, each armed with crude but deadly weapons. Then, in an instant, the bandits attacked.
The Ronin moved like a shadow, his katana flashing in the dim light of the forest. He deflected strikes from all directions, parrying and countering with lethal precision. His movements were fluid, a testament to years of training and battle-hardened experience. But these were not mere peasants or common thieves. The bandits were skilled, their attacks coordinated, and they outnumbered him. This is no ordinary fight. These men know how to kill.
One of the bandits swung a heavy axe toward the Ronin's chest. The Ronin ducked, the blade slicing through the air above him. He spun on his heel, delivering a quick slash to the bandit's arm, disarming him. The man fell back with a grunt, clutching his wound. But before the Ronin could catch his breath, another attacker rushed forward, a spear aimed directly at his heart. The Ronin twisted his body just in time, the spear grazing his side, drawing a line of blood across his robe. Pain shot through him, but he pushed it aside, focusing on the fight. He couldn't afford to be distracted.
I must end this quickly or they'll wear me down.
The Ronin knew he had to act. He couldn't let himself be surrounded any longer. With a fierce cry, he surged forward, driving his katana through the bandit with the spear. The man's eyes widened in shock before he crumpled to the ground, lifeless. The remaining bandits hesitated, their confidence wavering as they saw their comrades fall. But the leader, enraged by the loss of his men, charged at the Ronin with a roar. His attacks were furious, his swings wild and reckless, but the Ronin remained calm, his blade moving with precision. In a swift motion, the Ronin disarmed the leader and delivered a final, decisive blow. The bandit fell to the ground, motionless. Silence fell over the bamboo forest once more. The Ronin stood amidst the fallen bodies, his chest rising and falling with heavy breaths. His side throbbed with pain, but he had survived. But victory brought no relief. As the Ronin wiped the blood from his blade, a harsh truth settled over him. The legend of the Blade of Gold had spread far and wide, and there would be others like these bandits, hungry for power, willing to kill for it. His journey was only growing more dangerous. He looked down at the leader's lifeless body, his brow furrowing in thought.
How many more will I have to kill? How many will come for me, believing I hold the blade? And what will I become by the time I reach Kinkatana Mountain?
The Ronin sheathed his sword, his face grim. He knew the path ahead would be perilous, but he had no choice. The Blade of Gold was his only chance to reclaim his honor, to lift himself from the depths of despair. But at what cost? With a final glance at the fallen bandits, the Ronin turned and continued his journey. The bamboo forest, once silent and peaceful, now seemed to hum with the echoes of battle, a reminder of the blood that had been spilled. The road to Kinkatana was long and treacherous, and the Ronin knew he was far from its end. Thank you for joining us for Chapter 4 of The Ronin's journey has only just begun, and with each step the path grows darker. Don't miss the next episode as we continue deeper into this ancient tale. Like, comment and subscribe to Black X Wolf Entertainment for more epic adventures. And remember, true honor is forged through the trials we endure. Until next time.